I think back to the time when we started realizing that she had Alzheimer's, and I was a senior in high school. I had so much other stuff that I thought was more important than worrying about my grandparents because they've always been there, so I just sort of didn't feel like I had to worry about it now. I thought I could worry about it later. And yeah, and I do regret that. My grandmother's name is Miriam Arlene Dallas. She means so much to me just because she's had to overcome so many trials in her life, and she's never felt sorry for herself, and she's never pitied herself, and she's just such a strong, strong woman, and I envy that so much. She's always been, and she's always had a great sense of style. Well, when I'm at school, all I have to do is just look around me. I'll always be wearing something of hers. Even if I think I'm not. I mean, I'm always, it's either a ring or a necklace or a pin or something. I've had most of my childhood with her, and I spent so much time with her, but there's just things that you don't know to ask. And so it's just those little things that I miss that I don't get to ask her anymore. Um, it's frustrating. It's sad more so. But, you just accept it for what it is, and I have to cook sometimes, and my mother sends meals, so that's fine. I do the laundry, um, but yeah, I have to clean a lot. There's a lot to look after and a lot to organize, and that's the biggest part is that it really fell when she started progressing. It just she stopped cleaning, and but I have read up on it a bit, and it's when um, they forget how to swallow eventually. They forget how to wake up. And I don't know what I'm going to do when that time comes. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. My funny thing, my mother and my grandfather said that my grandmother, they've never seen her cry ever. Grandpa would yell at her to get up and stuff like that, to go to the bathroom or something like that, and um, he was like, oh, she don't feel bad, she doesn't feel sad or anything, because she would never cry in front of them, but I can remember that when I was little and I would tell her things like how mom was mean to me or something like that, I'd always call her on the phone and talk to her, and I could always tell she was crying.